Welcome back to Super Mario Maker 2. Even though I did do a video making this level recently. I earned a couple... oh boy, that was a close one. Let's grab that mushroom. I earned a couple things out. I did not I did not iron that out. Let me try that again. Let me try to beat the level. I changed a couple things about it, mostly at the end, so it's gonna be generally the same. Let's just jump up there. I'll grab a mushroom on this side. Watch out for that. I'm glad I had another use for Mecha Koopas, because you know they were added relatively recently, and I used them in a couple levels, but I feel like I just think they look cool, so I'm glad I did that. Okay, it's still kind of difficult, but whatever, it's fine. Let's just get to this one. Oh yeah, I should maybe get rid of that block. Whatever. There's a use of that that power-up, the acorn, because you know, like, there's not a whole lot that I've ever done with it. I've never really used that power-up before. There we go. Over here, this is a little bit higher. That thwomp is in the way. This thwomp you have to jump over, as well as this thing. Oh boy, and then you can't just slide through there, so you gotta keep going. It's okay, it's a bit much. But yeah, that's basically it. Let's just go... I did not even see that coming. Let's go to the World Bot, because this time I'm gonna show you a whole world. Well, maybe not in one video. I'm going to, like, just have one world in the super world per video. So, this is Super Mario Maker 2, and I put together all, well, the good levels, the good levels that I made into a super world. I'll see if I can put a link to the super world that I've uploaded, which is pretty similar to this. There's like 1 or 2 levels that are in this and that are not in that one, but it's generally it. It's generally all. This level, as I mentioned, I think it's kind of meant to be like kind of a straightforward level, nothing too crazy, but then I decided to just put moles everywhere, so it's not really beginner friendly. Oh boy, yeah, especially if they're on each other's backs like that. So yeah, it's a fault. The moles are at fault. There's earthquakes. But the reason, of course, is that there's thwomps. They're making the earthquakes, not the moles. That's the thing. And this is a little tricky because that, like, when you jump and grab that thing, you break one of these blocks. But that's the way you get to the top of the flagpole. I'm not sure if is it 14 lives? 13 lives? I don't know why I had 13 to start off with. Maybe I just left it that way, you know? I didn't even notice. Okay. So Beetle Mountain. It's gonna be an icy place. Ah, yes. Vertical scrolling. I think this is the only vertical scrolling level I've made. There's not a whole lot. Like, when you're using scrolling, you're kind of limited. But I did do a lot. I don't know if I got to the very top layer here, but this gets pretty high up. And you can see it's kind of built up like a mountain with these background blocks, you know. I don't know really what they're called, but I guess, you know, they're kind of in the background, but you can also jump on them. They're background blocks. And I got that too. Okay. Watch out for those. Oh boy. And more spinies. Some of these cannot be defeated by fireballs, so be careful. I think I jumped all the way up here. Oh boy. Okay, so this is here just in case that beetle actually runs over that way, but I guess that just didn't happen. I actually need that Parabuzzy. There we go. And this is where you get a helmet, which you need. And you also need to go over here. Turn that off. I need the helmet again. Okay. Watch out. I think you can stand here. Yeah. It's just barely within reach, or barely within the boundaries, you know, of the auto-scrolling. And we got a Boom Boom. I figured that I'd put a boss here. I think a lot of people put bosses in their levels, and I get it, you know, it can make it more difficult and more interesting, but I just honestly, I really prefer to have them like just one boss on the occasional level, you know. So this, I think I kind of rearranged this world to have some mountains in the way of the castle. That way, you know, there's a through line, like you really have to go around to get to the pipe. Oh yeah, the Grand Mall. Not one of the first ones I made, just kind of something I thought of all of a sudden. I thought, you know what? We got frog suits, we got boots. It's like shopping. You know, stuff you can, clothes you can buy. So, the Goombas are all around. Some have these cool, well, I don't know if they're cool, but they're fancy shoes. Thwomps. I use thwomps a lot. I noticed. Oh well. So yeah, there's a boot sale. Everyone's gotten in on the boots. And there's a Lemmy. I don't know why I added Lemmy. I just kind of figured that, like, having Lemmy on his beach ball thing kind of fit the theme. You know, it's something that you'd buy, right? You know, you'd buy a beach ball or a something like that, a balloon, perhaps. Opposite day. Okay. This is a fun level. Let me just get to here. Kind of a tricky situation with these, for sure. And in we go. I don't use sound effects a lot, but when I do, oh, they're in some good spots. So we got ground night theme. I should not have jumped on that one. That could have helped me, but that's okay. So we're going backwards. It's kind of limited because we we see actually half the screen of one side and one of the other. Let me just show you that blue pipe. There's a another poison mushroom, so better watch out for that. Poison mushrooms in this game follow you around, so they can be made to some really good levels. Especially levels where you can't jump, so you have to find your way, maybe use some note blocks to bounce around, or some other platforms to get up. So yeah, I could have jumped on the bullet bonsai build to get up there. I don't know if I changed this. I think I did. I don't know if this is low enough for me to be able to avoid that that crushing thing. And this is a nice setup to get you a helmet and that. And the trick is that you have to go through here, and you can't be getting that the big mushroom, because if you do, then you can't go through there. So that's kind of an accidental bit of difficulty. So there's the backwards level I made. Just one. Quite a few, you know, like this is the only time it's done. Although I kind of do vertical scrolling up in another level, in a way. Except it's not really that way. This is based on Don't Starve, one of my favorite games. I've still been playing it, trying to set up a situation where I can get lots of logs from a machine that one character can make, and then use another character to wear a hat that creates treasure, so I can get lots of stuff, find out you know, different things I can find. But you know, the general gist of the game essentially is there's, you know, the upper world. You know, there's some monsters here and there. These are supposed to be spiders, big spiders. Oh boy. I've been playing the adventure mode, where you just have to go through a bunch of worlds with lots and lots of monsters, and the spiders, they can be everywhere. So that's an interesting thing about it. If you ever play that game, there's some challenge to be had here and there, including bosses. Not as easy as Boom Boom, although they can kind of be if you find a way. That's supposed to be like the Ancient Guardian, a big rhinoceros thing. Which can be actually easy if you get it stuck against the wall and it keeps charging at you, but it can't go through the wall. That's a funny trick you can do. Like you can hit it, but it can't quite hit you while it's charging at you. So that's good. That's supposed to be another boss, like a spider queen. Boy, Wiggler is mad. Okay. And that's supposed to be a forest, I guess. Yeah. Lots of forests in that game. Don't Starve. You know, you don't only just get like food, you also have to collect resources like logs, grass, you know, stuff to keep the darkness away, because the darkness has a very deadly monster. At night. So I guess I'm gonna edit this where this is like a new episode. Maybe I'll have like one episode or per 2 worlds. Yeah, I think I might actually do that, because this one, like, this world might actually take 2 minutes. I mean, 10 minutes. So anyway, this is just something I thought of because, well, if you look in the background, there are some sandy slopes. It's Layer Cake Desert, I think. That's a way to defeat that. Oh boy, can't do that with those. Yeah, based in, oh boy, New Super Mario Brothers U. Not New Super Mario Brothers 2, but U. And I got hit there. A bit difficult there. This, not so much. I'm not gonna run here after that. The idea is that that's supposed to, like, that stack of enemies is supposed to follow you around. I probably will have to go get that later. Alright, just go through there. Okay. Oh boy. I kind of have to run because Monty Moles can be fast. But they're not faster than running, so you can actually outrun it and then it can despawn, which is a bit unfortunate. But there you have it. That's the way to get to that top of that flagpole. And here I decided to put a choice. I'll do both levels, but or all the levels here. I just figured I'd have like 1 or 2 extra choices in this world. I don't think I added them recently. They're not in like the uploaded version of this super world, but you know, they're pretty cool. So this one is based on, I think it's, well, it's based on Minecraft. It's kind of loosely. The comparison, you know, like, because there's all these enemies, so it's not really similar. I just figured I'd, you know, spice it up. Like, there's a graveyard here. This is a pond. There can be some farms with some water to keep the crops growing. So that's nice. Some plants, you know, so there's a piranha plant. Okay. And these are the buildings. Those are definitely in Minecraft. Oh boy. Different kinds of buildings too. And that's that level. Nothing super special, but, you know, there's some pretty cool stuff here and there. Something in my throat, I guess. Maybe allergies. I'm kind of sure it's allergies, which is okay now because, you know, it's not exactly spring anymore, you know. So this, yet another inspiration from another game. This is inspired by, of course, Breath of the Wild. I mean, I think it's in the name, right? Yeah, Zelda, Breath of the Wild. We got things popping out of the sand, like in that game. See, in this, like Breath of the Wild is a game I can make those comparisons to. I think there used to be a, some kind of monster there, a hammer bro, but I figured that's a little too dangerous. Fireball makes this easy, but this is where the Hammer Bros are, the Gerudo Warriors. And then you go through here, and I added a block there so you don't get stuck. That happened to me once or twice. Yeah, oh boy. Watch out for the dry bones. Yeah, the dry bones will throw their bones, and those are dangerous bones. We'll do good down there, and this is whatever form of the one of those divine beasts. I don't remember. I know one of them is called Varuta, but that's not this one. That would be the, I think that's the one with the Zora. I think there's Vamedo, which is, oh boy, the one in the Rito area, I think. And I don't remember the other two. So this is supposed to yet another Boom Boom boss. I just kind of figured that putting Bowser Jr. or something like that would maybe be a little too difficult, I guess. And it doesn't really match the boss of the thing there, like the place there. We got a cannon, shooting these bombs instead of a block that I break. That is not originally how it was, but I changed it recently. You know, to show like the power that you get when you beat that that divine beast and you save the champion and all that. Get an attack that that you know strikes a lot of electricity. Quite useful. And yet another inspiration. Yeah, I'm not great with coming up with my own ideas. I usually just, you know, kind of like put two ideas together. That's what I like to do. I just put two ideas together and then I come up with something like this. That's, you know, I'm sure it's been done like maybe 5 times or so, but this is, you know, a rendition of Wet Dry World from Mario 64 with these Galoombas or whatever they're called, with the bloopers to show that they're those water walking things. Over here, maybe not the best spot for it, but that's the elevator ride, or hurry up elevator or something like that. Oddly enough, I played Mario 64 kind of recently, so I kind of remember it. It's like, it's an odd, like, it's a strange name for a star. Like, it's like hurry up escape elevator, or hurry up emergency elevator. It's something like that. It's such a funny name. You know, that game has a lot of charm of just, you know, being kind of silly. Things like tick-tock clock. Like, what game has a giant clock that you're running around in? Really? Incredible. You know what? This time I'm going to pass up on the frog suit that's in that box. It is a use of the frog suit, and probably the only time I have it in the Grand Mall too. Forgot about that. But those two levels are the only levels I use the frog suit in. Partly because it's limited to Mario 3, this game mode, but also because I don't really like it. This controller is not working super well. It keeps thinking that I'm pushing up. Let me try something. Yeah, okay, that's not okay. Alright. It just feels like it's telling me to push up, or making me go up when I'm not pushing up. It's strange. Alright, enough of that. We're just going into here. Not really based on the course itself, but it's kind of similar, you know? It's a way out. It's a way to incorporate something. It's kind of like a conclusion, you know? There's a sort of like a boss with that blooper going around. Searing skyscrapers. Ah, this is one of my favorites. Yeah. Whenever I show a friend of mine this game, I just can't help it. I just choose this level because, of course, like the music is great. You know, very epic. And you know, there's and really the level itself is quite epic. There's all these skyscrapers, and we're gonna see lots of different kinds of enemies. We got some use of the cat suit. You know, it's a really nice level. We got this situation where you have to jump like that. Ah! Ah! No! Oh! I knew there was nothing for me to land on there. Okay, let's rush through. Oh, but don't get hit by the things. I wonder. No, no, no. You have to. You can't do the spinning jump. You have to. You have to actually clamber on. Okay, let's not fool around as a cat, falling in there. I think you can actually twirl jump. I don't know what that jump is called. Like, it's called a spin jump, but it's not really a spin jump, you know? Eek. Oh boy, these piranha plants sure are something. And we got a Charvarg, so I better hurry up before I get roasted. And another coin there that I am not getting. I guess if you don't defeat the Hammer Bro, it will be attacking you in there, so that's dangerous. I don't know why I put those coins there. I don't know what got into me. I guess maybe to, like, coax you into going into danger? I don't understand. That is an odd, I don't understand that. Anyway, more ant troopers. Ant troopers are pretty cool. You can bounce on them. I might as well get this one. I didn't get the other ones. Haha. And here is the instance that I have of the mode of what's it called? Ghost House. Yeah. The one instance of Ghost House I have here for 3D World. Kind of got some ghosties, you know, some peepas and a boo. Not really a skyscraper, but you know, some buildings, you know, some people like to have more angular buildings, you know? And that's that for the skyscrapers. Pretty big level.